I'm sure you all know today is Father's Day.
Yeah.
Have you all honored your fathers?
We don't celebrate it.
Have you all done that? Have you all honored your fathers?
I normally don't celebrate that, so.
You normally don't do what?
Celebrate Father's Day.
Well, Father's Day is not for you. So it's not whether you celebrate it or not. You see, Christmas, do you celebrate it? Why do you celebrate Christmas? You see, Father's Day came about, who knows how it came up? I think it came up in 1909, if my memory is right. It came about it started with one woman, I've forgotten her name. When I remember, I'll tell you. They were celebrating Mother's Day, you see, in America. And in the celebration, she didn't find her place in that celebration because it was her father that raised her. Her mother had died. So her father raised her all through. So she decided that she was going to set the 19th of June, I think. It's today 19th. 20th. But it was started with the 19th. To set it aside to celebrate her father. So it was like she started making noise about it. And it started going. And people were picking it up. And it became like a day that is not only restricted to her celebrating her father, other people were also catching the fire. You see, and it went on till the state picked it up. And I think it was President Nixon, Richard Nixon, that had to institute it officially in the U.S. that this date is officially instituted as Father's Day celebration. And the whole world has caught the fire. Amen. And I think it is a worthy thing to celebrate fathers. You see, you are going to become a father. You say you don't usually celebrate it. And you are going to become a father. And you will have children. You see. So, if your father is not here, before the day ends, buy a phone card and call your father. Amen.
Amen.
Whose father is not here? Do you call him?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. So buy a phone card and call him today. I'll find out from you. You don't really have to do anything big, you see. But the little from your heart. It's not doing anything. It's the heart attitude towards the person you consider as your father. Proving to him that we love you. We appreciate what, I don't know. If you become a dad, you understand. This morning, my little boy gave me a card. If you look into my card, there's a toy card read at the back, Top Dad. But when I saw the card, something just, Ganama would say, Kenyad me. Kenyad. Oh, I dreamed that I did the Kenyad me. Amen. Amen. So, it will Kenya something in your father. And Bible says that a wise son gladdens the heart of his father. A wise son gladdens the heart of his father. And I tell you, this dawn I called my father in Ghana. And I tell you, the kind of prayer he prayed for me, if I tell you, you will not believe it. Because one thing I want you, that's why I said I'll speak more to young men today. Young man, young woman, one thing I want you to understand is that your blessing in this life is linked to your father. Whether your father is a Christian or is not a Christian, your blessing in this life is linked to your father. Amen. Amen. So what you need to do is to make sure that you have the kind of attitude that will make you acquire the blessing of your father. Amen. If you go into issues of fatherhood, look, let me just give you one example. When you go to, when God called, Jacob and his children, his eldest son ended up with his touched his something, okay? And Bible said that Jacob cursed that son of his. He says he will not be stable. And when he pronounced that curse, when he was blessing all his children, that was when he cursed that son, directly or indirectly. And it hung over him. And the only person that could refute those curses was Moses. When Moses became their spiritual father. So there are things that when your father says it about you, my brother, my sister, let me tell you, no pastor has been anointed to take it off. I don't care what pastor that will stand and pray for you. If your father, your real father, that gave birth to you, looks at you and says, oh, I didn't see we need that. I beg. No father, no man of God anointed can take it off. Unless God supernaturally brings somebody to be your spiritual father with a spiritual mandate to deliver you. So I want you to know that as you are growing up, a vital part of your life is your father. No, you may be fighting with your father. You may be angry with your father's decision or whatever, but that is your father. He's in the place of God over your life. So I want to encourage you that as you are growing up, you can joke with anything, but don't joke with your fathers. Amen. Amen. A lot of fathers have been killed. And we are not talking about fatherhood today. But that is just for your understanding because it is Father's Day. Amen. Amen. When it is Mother's Day, we'll talk about mothers. Amen. But I tell you, it takes good mothers for us to be able to celebrate our fathers. Hallelujah. Amen. So, in times like this, what do you do?